Hey guys, it's Alex with Junk and Disorderly. Welcome back to my channel. Today I was just going to do a fall 2022 trend reports video. So I have 10 trends here, I think. Yeah, 10 trends, and I have my notebook here. And I was just going to go through, read off some of the fall 2022 trends that I was going to be looking for whenever I go garage selling or thrift store shopping. And I'll just go ahead and probably pop some of the pictures up on the screen so y'all can get a better look. So the first trend that I was seeing is flare jeans. So flare jeans I actually have been looking for and picking up for a while. Jeans have actually been trendy for a while now. I don't know if y'all remember, I think it was like probably the tail end of last year. They were also trending, and now they're moving again to 2022 fall. So yeah, be on the lookout for flare jeans. So the second trend that I came across were going to be clogs and wooden platforms. So that also goes hand in hand with the flare jeans. So whenever I was searching up trends, they were putting flare jeans match with clogs or wooden platforms. So yeah, just be on the lookout for either of those. I know flare jeans, I see them quite often, or bootcut jeans as well are similar. I see those quite often when I go to the thrift store. So those shouldn't be too difficult to find. Maybe the wooden clogs might be a little bit difficult, but yeah. The next trend, number 2, are fitted base layers. So fitted meaning like, or fitted base layers meaning like shirts, tank tops, camis, and they are going to be used for like layering. So layering underneath other items. So you start with like a fitted top, and then you layer it on top, and then you layer on top like a jacket, a vest, and that brings us to number 3, which are bomber jackets and blazers. So those bomber jackets and blazers are gonna go on top of your fitted base layers. So bomber jackets really in all styles and shapes, so like satin, cotton, cropped, leather, all types of bomber jackets are pretty much going to be in. And blazers have actually been trendy for a while now. Just the style of blazer has changed. So the style is going to be like 90s, like 90s-esque. So it's going to be boxier, plaid, long lines, and basically like these pictures that I'm throwing up on the screen, and those are going to be layered on top of your fitted base layers. So and that also goes in with another trend, which is horse girls or equestrian aesthetic. So we have, again, the plaid blazers is also equestrian, and the long lines, and obviously blazers in other colors as well, but I was seeing a lot of the plaids. So the next trend is going to be the sweater vest. Now, sweater vests have also been trending for a while now, so it's coming into this year as well. So sweater vest, even if you are living in a hotter climate, they're just pairing a sweater vest just by itself, nothing underneath. And then as it gets cooler, then you're going to layer it on top of those fitted base layers, like the fitted t-shirt, or maybe even a long sleeve fitted shirt. So the sweater vest can go, is going to be a good transition piece for now as you move into the cooler months. And also sweater vest and the plaid blazers, I see a ton of those at the thrift store, so those shouldn't be too difficult to find. Also, they come, you know, in all shapes and sizes and colors, and really I think vintage for the blazers and for the sweater vest are probably going to be the best bet, because thrifting, you can come across those pretty easily. So that one should be a good one to get. The next one is going to be Utilitarian. So the Utilitarian is going to be like cargo pants or cargo shorts now, moving into the fall months, the cooler months. Cargo pants, jumpsuits, a lot of pockets, loose and baggy. So kind of playing off of like the 90s style, because we're still seeing a lot of 90s theme and a little bit of Y2K still mixed in there. So 90s is still going pretty strong and hard again this fall. So the next trend, number 6, I have is Western. So I was seeing a lot of Western inspired looks. I just actually, right before I started this video, I saw a Target ad and they were doing like Western themed or something, I think it was. So for the Western, we have boots, pointy boots, shorter ankle boots, I think it was like 2 to 3 inch heels, pointy toe, and obviously brown. So brown is also a color of fall, but brown was also trending in a trendy color. It also goes back to the equestrian look. There's a lot of brown in there. Brown plaid blazers. So brown is also trendy. Western, pointy toe, any type of westerny type of boots. And yeah, that brings us to number 7, which are going to be retro sneakers. So retro sneakers, I just wrote a few brands down and I'll just pop up a few on the screen. Reebok has re-released, I think now, I don't know how many times that they have re-released it, but those Reeboks that everyone used to wear back in the 80s and the 90s, they have the higher tops, they have the low tops. Saucony is also kind of on that retro sneaker vibe. And I also did New Balance, and people are styling these with their blazers. Yeah, once again, we're still seeing that 90s era coming back into play with all these retro sneakers. Trend number 8. So I didn't see a whole lot about the purses and the bags when I was researching these, but the 2 that I did come up with were extra large totes and half moon bags. So the extra large totes are exactly that. The bigger the better, large totes. So people are using, I swear I saw like on the runway, it was like the size of a person. That's how huge the tote was. Now I'm not saying to go out and find something like that, but you know, a large tote is going to be in style. And also half moon bags. Now I think the half moon bags were probably around late 90s, early 2000s, or maybe they're like crescent bags, crescent, half moon, very hobo. They could be shoulder bags, they could be crossbody bags, they can just be, you know, a little baguette style. So for the tote bags, the bigger the better, and for the half moon or the crescent bags, it's going to be boho, slouchy, hobo bags. And really in all colors and sizes. I saw a lot of pinks on there. I saw a lot of browns and blacks and patterns. I saw a lot of like Fendi doing ones with logos. So I think totes and half moon bags and like baguette style bags shouldn't be too difficult to find at the thrift store, some of those styles. So just be on the lookout. If you see something that goes along with this trend, you can try and pick it up if it's cheap, but I wouldn't worry too much to try and buy into the trend just to resell it. So yeah, moving on to the next trend, number 9. Now I have said a lot about this topic, which is 90s style again, but this is 90s minimalism. So once again, 90s are still full force this year. And when I mean minimalism, I mean like white tank tops, fitted white tank tops, slim fit maxi skirts or maxi dresses with a slit on the side maybe, pointy boots, also going back into the Western wear, leather jackets, moto or cropped, and sheer is also part of that trend. So we're doing sheer tops, sheer dresses, sheer skirts, basically anything sheer, long sleeve, short sleeve, and they're using that and layering it over those fitted tank tops, the fitted camisoles, the fitted shirts. So yeah, so just think of like 90s grunge pretty much. Like if you go watch probably any 90s movie, you'll probably see all of these trends, or most likely at least half of these trends in any 90s movie. So yeah, this sheer, I think if y'all remember, if y'all watch my thread up box, I got a lot of sheer blouses in there. And like I did mention before I even researched this topic, I had been selling sheer and didn't even realize it was on the trendy list. I just picked it up because it was very 90s and it looked like grunge, and people do like layering those pieces. So just be on the lookout for sheer. Sometimes it's a little bit difficult to find in the thrift stores because it might be, you know, ripped or torn. So just be on the lookout and check them really good. Okay, so the next and final trend that we have is going to be classically feminine. So that just means bows, puff sleeves, empire waist, and tulle. And you can contrast it with leather boots, leather jackets. So play into that masculinity with the femininity. And you know, very girly, maybe like ballerina type of clothes. And yeah, those are the 10 fall trends that I have to be on the lookout for whenever you're out there garage selling and going to thrift stores. Now that doesn't mean to only look for these trends. Yeah, so just be on the lookout for these few trends here, and anything else that I didn't mention. Maybe you can just you know, search also trendy pants or trendy shoes or trendy purses for fall 2022 and see what else comes up. But these were the most things that I kept seeing that were being repeated often, and the ones to be on the lookout for. I know whenever I go shopping, I'll be on the lookout for these. But also, I'm not going to be ultra focused on finding these trends because I'm still going to be picking up graphic shirts, because graphic t-shirts are always going to be selling, whether they're band tees or just like a graphic college tee. And at the handbags, if it's a good name brand, a good leather bag, I'm going to get it, because a lot of people don't always shop for the trend. Don't narrow your search to these trends, but just be on the lookout. If you see something that you don't typically buy, like flare jeans, maybe try to buy it. And also, I didn't mention low-rise jeans. So low-rise jeans also are trendy. I know last year that they were trendy, and this year they're getting to be pretty trendy again. So if you do see any low-rise jeans, you can go ahead and try buying those to see how they sell for you. And yeah, just always be looking out for the trend. Just always be researching what's trendy. Maybe you can go to the Anthropology website and get some ideas from Anthropology or Urban Outfitters or Free People. Just going and browsing online or even in the stores and seeing what types of items that they're putting on there and what types of items they're selling, because those are good ways to also try and find vintage items that are already vintage that look similar to those items, and you can buy them when you go thrift store shopping. And yeah, and vintage items usually sell, for me in my personal experience, better than any newer brand that they tried to remake into some of these 90s or Y2K trends. So I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. I hope you found it helpful, and please leave a comment, like, and subscribe to my channel. I'd really appreciate that. I'm trying to grow my channel. I already have 11 subscribers, so thanks everyone who subscribed. Thanks everyone who commented. I'm really trying to push a lot of content at y'all that is going to be helpful for y'all, and hopefully y'all find some of it, some of these tips helpful and entertaining. And just be on the lookout for my next video. I'm going to be posting a thrift haul video in the next day or so, or maybe I'll post both of these videos in the same day. So thanks again, guys. I'll see you on the next video.